guys, Lori here.
And I'm Lori too.
And together we
are Lori Squared.
Welcome to our first edition ever of LL Cool Tech Tools. Each month we will be bringing you a super cool tech tip. I'm super excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
This is super exciting.
We're having fun. We are learning more about technology.
When isn't that fun, right?
Yeah, really,
Right.
really. And most of us don't have time to dig in a little deeper or check out things we learned because we're all so busy. So we're hoping that this is a helpful tool to give to you guys.
Very good. So our first ever cool tech tip will be...
We are going to talk about an APH product that's old, been around for a while. It's getting ready to be revamped, but it is an APH tool called Digital Lightbox Art. And I'm going to demonstrate in a segment how to make a digital art in a PowerPoint presentation. And you can use it with CBI kids or kids that are multiply impaired or just children that are younger. So I think you'll find that helpful. Some of you may already know how to use it, but it's getting ready to be revamped, and it's going to go from like a CD into your computer into a flash drive. So I'll just show you some ways that you can adapt it right now if you've already converted to the new computers and you don't have a CD, ways you can import it from different sources.
Yep. We will also be featuring an app each month. We have a list of potential ones we are going to research and do, but we absolutely welcome your feedback to give us some apps you'd like us to. If you think you've come across one that's super cool and you've had a lot of success with it, send it our way and we will feature it and talk about it. And we may ask you to be a guest star on our little cool tech tip. That'd be fun. Wouldn't it be fun? That'd be fun.
It would be fun.
Be awesome.
And so there's ways to earn credit. So not only are you going to get us to share some new information with you, but then you have an opportunity after our segments to go into the OneDrive, and there's a folder in there, and there will be an activity to do, and if you turn the activity in with the artifact, then you can earn tech credit too.
The most important thing is to remember to not laugh at us, but laugh with us. This is provided for you to get some tech credit, but we're having a lot of fun with this.
We're having a lot of fun.
We're learning a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
And we hope to share it with you as well. But we welcome feedback. We welcome ideas. We've got some exciting things in the wings right now.
We welcome guest stars.
Yeah, guest stars. We might invite you to be a guest on our show. Mm-hmm. And we're getting started with this topic today with the WhatsApp, and then we're going to move into some low vision clinic information. So we have had a good time with that, and we're excited to present that to you as well.
Lots of information coming. Bear with us as we learn and as we go.
Alrighty.
Enjoy the show.
So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and create a folder on your desktop, and I just labeled mine Digital Lightbox Art DLBA. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is open up a PowerPoint presentation. And so today we're going to create a cause and effect storyboard. There are two other things you can do with this program, which we can do later, that you can do matching or choice making activities using the software. So you do is open your PowerPoint, and you're going to create a new blank template. So the way you do that is you go up here to File, and you click on it, you hit New Presentation, so you get this blank presentation. You're going to go ahead and click on the slideshow, and then you're going to click on Set Up the Show on the button that says Loop Continuously. So it's right there. It wasn't clicked, and I clicked Loop Continuously, and then I'm going to hit OK to accept the changes. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go up to the File menu, and you're going to want to save that. Always save, save, save. And so it's wanting you to name your presentation. And what we're going to do is give it a name, and you want to be able to put it in that folder that you created on your desktop. So what I'm going to do is label mine Cause and Effect 1. And I'm selecting the folder, and I'm going to save it in there. And then click on the Home, and then if you come down here, you're going to see layout. And when you click on that, you're going to want to come down and pick the type of theme that you want in your PowerPoint, and we just want a blank one. So the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to right click on the slide, and then it's going to have format background, and you're going to click on that. And for this PowerPoint storyboard, we're going to select colors for the background, and I'm going to start with yellow. So I'm going to come in here and click yellow, and I'm going to apply it to. So I'm going to want 4 in yellow, and then I'm going to change it. So all I'm going to do is go up here, insert a duplicate slide, and I'm going to keep doing that because I want 4 of them. And that way you don't have to sit there and individually add the color. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to insert a new slide. But I want this slide to be red because it's going to be my reward slide. So I'm going to do that same thing in here where I'm going to pick a background color. So I right-clicked, hit Format Background. I'm going to go into the color and I'm going to make it red. And I'm going to apply it. And then I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to insert a duplicate slide, and a duplicate slide. And all I'm going to do is click and drag this so that every other slide is red, yellow. So 1, 3, 5, and 7 are going to be yellow, and 2, 4, 6, and 8 are going to be red. So it's going to look something like that. Okay? So then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to insert an image. So I'm going to go to the first one. You want to make sure that you click on it. I'm going to hit Insert. I'm going to go down to Photo, and I'm going to do Picture from a File because we have the CD from this product on our computer already. And I'm going to go to where it says DLB, Digital Lightbox. I'm going to click on that. And it's going to bring up the pictures that it already has in it. The cool thing about this is as you play around with it, you can choose whether you want your pictures in color or whether you want them black lined. I'm going to do color. The first one I want is a cat. So I'm going to scroll down here. They're in alphabetical order. I select cat. I insert it. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to select the second side and I'm going to paste my cat in there. So now I have my first slide and my reward slide. They both have the cat. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert another picture. I'm again going to go down to Photo, find Picture from a File. It's going to pull that file back up. And the second picture that I want to do is going to be a teddy bear. So I'm going to click on the disc. And I want to do color, sorry. And I want to do teddy bear. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to the reward slide. I'm going to paste it there. The next one that I want to do on slide 5 is I want to go ahead, I want to insert the photo again from a file, and this time I'm going to pick an apple. There it is. I'm going to copy it. And then the final slide we're going to insert, I'm going to put a kite. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it on my reward slide. Paste. Okay? So always, always, always go ahead and save that. Go to slide 1. We want to make sure they're all correct. We're going to click on the cat. Make sure you click on the image. We're going to go to slideshow, which is right here. And then you're going to click on transitions, which is right here. And then you want to make sure that this button says none, because we don't want any transitions in this first slide. And you want to make sure that you come over here to the sound and that your sound says none. The first thing you want to do is make sure this box is checked none. You want to come over here to sound, make sure it's checked none. And then you want to make sure on this advanced slide part that you have clicked the on mouse click. So it already has everything it's supposed to have. And you want to make sure that that is saved. And I think it's already that way, but just check for slide 1. Go ahead and check for slide 3. Make sure it's none. The sound is none on mouse click, so it's good. You can go on to the number 5, the same thing. None is checked, the sound is off, and on mouse click is checked, and we'll just make sure that number 7 is that way as well. It's clicked none, no sound, on mouse click is checked. So it's all good. Those slides are perfect. So again, I just keep saving. Now we're going to go ahead and do the reward slides. You're going to click on those. Make sure you click on that image. You're going to click on the image, and then you're going to look at the menu here. So where we checked none for the first slide, we're going to go ahead and pick a clock. So I picked the clock, and it's going to give it that effect where the clock is going around and around. And then the next thing that you're going to do on the clock is you're going to go ahead and you want to slow this down a little bit. So that was pretty quick. So you can make this whatever you want, but in playing with this earlier, I kind of found that I liked 3.5. Is you want to make sure that you have a little sound. I'm going to add applause to mine just to give it a reward. So you can hit play and see what that's going to look like. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and look at your other transition slides. We already did slide 2, so now we're going to do 4. You're going to make sure in here we're going to give it the clock. We're going to go ahead and slow that down a little bit. That's pretty fast, so we're going to make it 3.5. Okay, and then I'm going to come here under the sound. I'm going to add applause. Remember, I'm going to hit File. I'm going to hit Save. I'm going to go down to the next one, which was the apple, the same thing. I'm going to click here underneath transitions to the slide. We're going to pick, I passed it. We're going to pick the clock right here. We're going to go over to the duration button because we're going to want to slow this down. It's a little fast for our kiddos. And so we're going to, I chose 3.5 because I liked that speed, and then we're going to hit applause. And again, in order to make it apply, you're going to want to save it. And then we'll go down here to the kite, which is the last one. Again, we're going to find the clock. I'm going to click on that. I want to make that speed slow down. There we go. Then we're going to add the applause, and then I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to hit Save. So now if you just want to play it to see how it does, that is our reward slide. Play it from the beginning, so we're going to go from slideshow, play from the start. There's your cat. You can either use a mouse or the child can use a switch. You're going to click it. And that's how you make a PowerPoint storyboard for cause and effect.
WhatsApp of the month is See and Say. You'll see 6 animals pictured on the front. You can go up to the right-hand corner, click on it. 6 more animals will appear for a total of 12 animals all together. Go back to the front. You can click on each animal and it will provide different videos for each animal. So let's say I want to hear the horse. I single tap on the horse.
A baby horse is called a foal. You can tell how old a horse is by looking at its teeth.
That's a single video for that horse. If I wanted to see a different video for that horse, I could click on it again.
Horse. Horse's hair is called a mane.
It's a different color horse. Different video gives a different fact about that horse. There's up to 6 different facts per animal, so they could keep clicking on each animal to find more information about that animal, or move on. Single tap.
Pig. Pigs like to roll in the mud. The mud keeps them cool.
Hear each video clip. If they just want to randomly choose an animal and not necessarily go to a specific animal, they click on the middle for See and Say.
Cows have 4
It
stomachs.
chooses the animal
They
for
can
you.
take a bathtub full
The
of water
top
each
left
day.
is always your back button. The top right switches pages. And then the very bottom left-hand corner, that's your parent control. Hi parents, please tap below and type the number 42. So this is where parents can come in and access. You can rate. I'm going to say no thanks for right now. You can share it. You can submit feedback. See some more apps that are similar to this app. Go back. So for our children's sake, this provides spatial awareness, particularly for a blind child. They will begin to learn that the pig is in the upper right-hand corner, the cow is in the bottom left-hand corner. They start to understand where things are spatially on the page, and then they'll learn eventually, the more that they work with this app, how to turn the pages up in the upper right-hand corner to turn the page. For an extension for this game, you could also do a book. So this one's at the farm. It has the different farm animals that you could choose from. They could also hear the animals sound in a different way from a book, feeling the textures. There's all kinds of books like this, but this would just be an extension to the app. APH has come out with a new, these jumbo farm animals. It's animal recipes. This is not yet out. It will be out in late 2019 probably. This is in testing mode right now. But what you will get with this, you could also use along with the app if you're trying to provide a experience kind of like a object box. So here you'd have the horse. That comes with the animal recipes. The cow. You have the sheep. There's sheep. The goat. You have a rooster. And the swan. And that is it. Oh crap, who's first? Okay, so that's me.
I think it's, yeah.
Me. So, hey guys, Lori here.
And I'm Lori too.
And together we
are
are
Lori
Lori
Squared.
I think we should do a facial expression, like. Or something. You're probably wondering.
Squared. I'll put the two on.
Yeah. Just say the Western region.
Yeah. And we just want to put a shout out to everybody in our program. Woohoo! Woo!
In the hopes that, crap, I just totally messed that up. So, Bethany.
You know what helps me? You being in there with me.
Mhm.
I'm not really looking at me, but I'm like, it's like I'm talking to you across the table.
And bring them to you in these fantastic video segments.
I'll talk to you about how to get credit.
So now that we have to earn 2 CEUs every year of, not every year, is it every year? No.
No, every
2
lesson.
every, okay.
Every river.
And then how are we going to
So what
end it?
time is it?
I think it's time for...
What's up?
You can't see our eyeballs. That's what sucks. Oh, well. You can't see them. That's
There you go.
stupid. All right. Well, we could do that. No.
When we first come in. Hello, I'm Lori too.
Hey, guys. Lori.
And Lori.